What's going on, everybody? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Well, today I'm doing a water change, so I thought it'd be a perfect time to give you guys an update on my self-watering containers that I did. They are absolutely doing wonderful. So let's drain some of this water and get in touch with our roots. Alright, while we wait for the other tank to drain, so we get that toad out of our way, so I can bring you guys in and check out those roots. You see here, I got a bunch of jungle val. That's this stuff. It's upside down. Vallisneria. Anyways, I took some out, and we're going to go plant that. Alright, so I'm just going to stick the roots into my sand substrate. Let's bring you closer and show you what's growing on. So as far as aquatic plants go, we got that jungle val that we just planted. Of course, we got the lovely duckweed here floating on top. And then we also have a bunch of, they call it guppy grass. That's the common name, otherwise Naja grass, N-A-J-A grass. But this can either be a floater, or you can see those roots will eventually find their way to the substrate and grow like a stem plant. Now let's talk about our self-watering containers here. So to the right, we got a peace lily. And to the left, we got our heart-shaped philodendron, along with watercress. This is all in the same container here. Maybe if I lift this up. It's growing in there pretty thick. But let's check out the peace lily roots first. As you can see, it's got a flower. As you can see here, the roots are starting to grow through the bottom here. Eventually, they will make their way into the water. As you can see, this one here would be actually underwater. So that is doing very good. That's been here for, I'd say, at least a month, maybe a month and a half. That's been growing in this container. This one's been growing a little bit longer, maybe 2 months, 2.5 months. And this thing is loving life. Let's check out them roots. So you can see here, this main root is coming down here. I don't know if we'll see it with the light. You can kind of see, well, the tip of the root is right there. So about another 8 inches, it'll actually find its way to the sand substrate. And then it'll really go bonkers. So I guess this also shows a good example why you would not want to put fabric pots directly in contact with the soil. If we come here and we try to pick this guy up, now I'm on a rock, so it is a lot easier to pull up, but you can imagine now all those roots, if they were growing into your soil, that would be like sewn into the ground and you'd have a hard time getting that up. Let's pull this one up a little bit just to see how the roots are doing. Oh yeah, love and life, that's for sure. So back to this heart shape, growing up here, and this thing is almost 4 feet long. So far, it's making its way to the window. Long term, I would like to, this thing is shooting off roots by all the nodes, which is typical. I would like to get some of them roots into this tote so I can start filtering this tote as well. As you can see, I got a little goldfish right there. So yes, long term I would like to get those roots in there, or I'm just going to make another couple self-watering containers, put another cinder block in here, and pretty much do the same thing. Yes. Alright, so all we have to do now is fill this back up with water and we are good to go. So I hope this inspired you, checking out my roots, my plants. You absolutely could do it too. You don't have to start out with something this big. You could do something small. Just start and get your feet wet. That's the main thing. And I started out with some easy plants to get started because honestly, I'm kind of new to the pond plants, if you will. So I'll start out easy, but there are so many plants that you can upgrade to, and more. I could see this becoming a getting out of hand, let's say, a hobby that gets out of hand. But that's okay because it's fun. So I encourage all of you to get in touch with your roots. Until next time, happy gardening. Peace. And I encourage you to get in touch with your roots. Till next time. Peace.